Yo, 10 shots, 6 blunts blowing through the session. Dragging on a split, free and dragging on a cliff. A MC in the booth, an assassin on the roof. I'm just waiting to shoot. Nigga, hurry up and die. Greatest truck of spares, you would think you had drama with an African.
Real quick.
Or was it talking about Tony Khan or whatever?
Yeah. I totally forgot. I got stuck with the women. You know what I mean? What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? Take 2, because this old man had a brain fart and forgot to talk about what we actually came on here to talk about. So, my brother, if I have to introduce you again, you guys know what it is. Say 5150, the official flag guy of 5150. Understand what it is. It is official, like a referee with a whistle. So,
yes. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think poor Chef forgot to take his meds this morning, and he forgot to put it inside his pudding. Because the dude came in to tell me about one thing, and he didn't even talk about that. He went into something else, and I was like, dude, what happened to the actual main topic we were supposed to talk about? So I think your wife forgot to put your meds, your memory meds, inside your little pudding, man. Your tapioca.
Man, I got a lot of meds. I've been on a lot of meds for about a month now. I don't even want to take these joints no more. But so listen, word on the street, and I'm not gonna say who the source is. The word on the street, someone in this industry has said, "Hey, Chef, did you hear the big announcement is going to be Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor?" And I was like, "No, I did not. I don't watch the dirt sheets." He goes, "I don't think it's on the dirt sheets yet." I said, "Okay, I don't know." He said, "Also, Cody Rhodes is going to pull a Jeff Jarrett. He's not going to go to WWE, and he's going to go to Ring of Honor, and he's going to be technically the general manager / champion. So he's going to be the double work guy." And I was like, wow, makes perfect sense too, because Cody knows his shit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if he's not feeling what direction they have there, if Tony Khan goes, "I love your vision." Listen, this is a business, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying all this is true, but it makes a lot of sense to me. If Tony Khan is a businessman and you understand business and you go, "I'm going to buy their library. I'm going to get another show. Our roster's super thick. Let's go try to put guys over there." You start bringing Ring of Honor back up on your following, because AEW has a massive following. Everyone that hates WWE is an AEW fan. And ROH instantly becomes an AEW product because AEW owns it. The fans from there become ROH fans. You get Cody there, the people who like Cody. You can do the Bullet Club thing however you want to do it. And you can also have the Briscoes go back and forth. Yep. You also have Bryan Danielson, who I think was recently put into the Hall of Fame over there. Once again, you have Bryan Danielson in AEW. So there's a lot of things that this made a lot of sense to me. And usually we don't talk crazy stuff outside of what we talk. But this one made so much sense to me that I was like, damn, maybe it's time that we talk about this. My brother, what do you take from this craziness I got hit with this morning?
Well, the thing is, the Cody Rhodes part, that right there, right now, just blew my mind right there. The Cody Rhodes part. But you know, I've been saying the death of Ring of Honor since last year. Since October, I've been telling you Ring of Honor is dead. They're not coming back. It's over with. Sinclair Broadcasting is losing so much money right now with the MLB on lockout, and it's still on lockout. They already said if we don't get this done by the end of this week, the season's getting pushed back. And they're not going to, and they already said they're not going to make up the games that they miss. So whatever day they come back, they'll do their spring training, and when they come back, they'll pick up from there, either being 130 games or whatever. That's it. So they're still trying to get money from 2 years ago when they started doing this before the pandemic hit, and then they missed that whole season because there was no fans coming into the games till last year, and now this year it's just been a disaster for Sinclair Broadcasting when it comes to their sporting division. And then now they actually their sports division now is called Bally Sports now. So
Right?
they changed it. Now it's called Bally Sports. But there's no money coming in when it comes to that. So this is the main reason Ring of Honor went down is because they wasn't going to put that much money and time into this when they're losing money on the big stuff. So with that being said, the Tony Khan thing definitely sounds good, true, because then I was reading some of the stories out last night where he says this is not a times. There's no really a time frame. There's no date. I cannot give you a time or a date when this is going to happen. So we know for a fact it's not going to be a specific show that this is a new pay-per-view that we're doing like they did with Fight for the Freedom. So this definitely is something huge that is going to shake the landscape of wrestling. And if this happens, this is going to be a right hook to Uncle Vince's face, because right now he's buying another company or he's taking the whole library from one place and whoever's left on the contract, because they still have some talent on the contract.
Yeah.
Now, another reason why Ring of Honor is not coming back, MLW, AEW, WWE, N.W.A, Impact has already shows for WrestleMania weekend, and after that, they already have shows already set up for June, July. Ring of Honor has not done anything like that. They only have one show April 1st. That's it. They haven't mentioned anything afterwards. They have no one on their contract except for Josh and Gresham, who's defending his title against Bandito, champion versus champion, and you have the Briscoes on the tag team title. That's the only two matches that's been already set. You have 6 guys already in Impact. They ain't going to be there unless Impact lets them go there, and they won't because Impact has a show that same night at the same time from WrestleMania weekend as Ring of Honor. So that right there's one thing. Yeah. So Gresham has been at AEW the last 2 weeks. So he was there again last night. You have some other guys who were there who are wrestling for N.W.A now. So
what about Jay Lethal's over there too, right?
Yeah, AEW. He signed with them now. So unless they get permission or they don't have a show, you are not going to see those guys at the supposedly April 1st show. So all this like, we're coming back on April 1st. Where's the talent? Like, who are you going to have there? So I'm pretty sure if this buy thing happens, you're going to see AEW take over that one show on April 1st. Because right now they don't have anything set up for, around that time for WrestleMania weekend. And they wouldn't anyway because they're as big as Uncle Vince's company. So they're not going to be, we don't need WrestleMania weekend to make a buzz. We are our own buzz, So, which makes sense. But the one about Cody, that's a big swerve if they pull the same thing that Shane McMahon did when he walked into WCW. And you're going, what the hell is going on? That was, to be honest with you, I think that's the last, humongous shocking wrestling. When you heard that one, his song, Money, 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 and he comes down on the WCW stage, and you're like, what the hell just happened? And that was the last excitement that I saw on wrestling back then, shocking thing. So if Cody Rhodes does that, dude, that'll be amazing. That'll be huge.
Oh, absolutely. And from what I remember, Impact Wrestling has 6 of the top guys.
Yeah, they have fair. Yeah. They have the tag teams, Kenny King, Bennett, the other kid, PCO, so Vincent. So that's their heart and soul of Ring of Honor for years are Impact now. And they just won their match, so now they're permanent Impact guys, so.
Oh yeah, because you have the whole angle with Eddie Edwards, and listen, for the biggest, when you're in that Mania weekend, you're not dialing that back for somebody else. Business is business. I'm sorry you guys going through what you're going through. I think the last group, and it's weird because Shane Taylor, he obviously has Shane Taylor Promotions over there, and he has been kind of saying yo, my crew wants a shot. We'll fight anyone in AEW. We'll fight anyone in Impact. We'll fight anyone in MLW. And the reason why I know MLW for sure, because I mess with Alex Kane, you mess with Alex Kane. And Alex Kane has said, yo, bring STP into MLW. And Shane Taylor was like, yo, let's do it. So obviously there's not a direction with Ring of Honor when you're down to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a sad part because that's another talented brother with an amazing group. And you're like, after that show, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, so you sit back and you're like, I hope.
I'm surprised not one big company has given them a shot yet. You know, I'm surprised about that. Shane Taylor and the rest of the crew, to be honest with you. So,
I mean, listen, I would love it in MLW. I think they would work anywhere. If they go to Impact, they're a dominant force because, listen, those dudes, they could put that work in and they're some big boys.
yes.
And then if they go to AEW, if they go to what's the other one, Revolution or whatever it is, the second show.
Yeah, but you know how they go. They'll end up in Elevation or Dark.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, regardless of where they'll go, if you give them an opportunity, they're going to outshine a lot of people because they're that good. You know, if you like them or not, they're that good. And it's like right now, when I was told this, I was like, man, that what you said kind of with the Shane McMahon, I remember that because he kind of took a shot at Vince McMahon when he talked amongst the WCW crowd live. Like, he was like, oh, you think we're doing this? And, you know, WCW, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Now, we know that, and I'll leave you with this one because I'll let you finish because I thought it was when you were talking about Cody. Now, Cody, when he came to AEW, he busted the Triple H chair. Can you imagine if he goes to Ring of Honor and there's like an AEW sign and he bashes that and like a Ring of Honor thing is behind it? That'd be freaking gangster.
Yeah, but if it does come back, it's definitely not going to be Ring of Honor or whatever they do. It's going to be definitely AEW. I mean, this is all about, you know, taking that library. You know, there's 20 years of library there, man. They'll make a lot of money on that alone. So,
I mean, I would keep Ring of Honor as Ring of Honor. I would let it be because
they won't do that. Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, because everybody will know it's AEW. As long as it keeps getting funded by Tony Khan, you know, they're gonna go, this is a Ring of Honor Light or AEW 2.0 or something, you know. So yeah, they could have that company as being like the AAA system, you know, if you want to call it that. Yeah, you know. So
listen, regardless of what we don't know, we're just throwing it out there for what we hear. I think it sounds great. I don't know if Cody Rhodes goes to WWE. I don't care. Listen, he's got family. Do what's best for your family. Just because you think so, and I'm not saying you, meaning Ivelisse or Onte 5150 or Chef or anyone else. I'm just saying, if you're one of those fans that think a wrestler should do what you think, you, my friend, are completely off your fucking rocker because it's their life and they need to do what's best for them. We're just the people entertained by them. Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, the big homie. Oh, and let me say this before we do get out of here. I am super hyped, and I got to throw an MLW reference out there. Ken Broadway is coming to MLW. I'm super hyped about that guy, and he's going against the homie Ikuro Kwon. Super Fight Club, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Deuces.